y viernes en Zacatecas para el Festival de Jazz y asumo no fuiste.
So, dude, tell me what is it? What's that school like? Like, where exactly is it in Mexico City?
Okay, it's in the area of Mixcoac. It's a beautiful area in Mexico.
Uh huh.
Uh, and then so the EVA is a quite prestigious school here in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the great accountants and politicians. It's one of the biggest medical schools in the country,
Mm.
and we just started. The school started the music program around almost 7 years ago,
Mm.
and of the last 2 years I've been involved as a faculty member.
Okay.
Starting the the saxophone program,
Mm-hmm.
because the school is mainly focusing on classical music, and so it's a lot it's a lot of that, you know.
Yeah, that's
And
cool
then
though.
and and then they have a section where they do a lot of pop music.
Mm-hmm.
So meaning uh, they uh, they do rock, they do traditional Mexican music,
Mm-hmm.
they do folklore, etc., etc.
Yeah.
But they didn't have jazz until very recently, you
Oh.
know. And so so there you go. So saxophone is one of the last majors they had added, and that's what I'm doing here, you know.
Heck yeah, man. That's cool.
So it's cool, very cool, because uh, I'm doing just like a traditional French saxophone playing. So the kids have to play, you know, all the classical stuff,
Mm-hmm.
you know, all the chamber music and
Yep.
et cetera, et cetera. And then and then obviously, if the kids want to do jazz, well, they have three ensembles. They have the 10 o'clock, the 12 o'clock, and that'll be that'll be 10 o'clock for beginners, 12 o'clock for a medium advanced, and then they go to the smaller ensembles for the combos
Mm-hmm.
with Roberto Verastegui. I don't know if you met Roberto, but he's been playing piano for Transient for the past 2 years, for the past 3 years now.
Oh, okay,
And
cool.
man, that guy is phenomenal, man.
What's his
That guy
name?
is phenomenal. Roberto Verastegui. I
Okay.
should I, I should I should get him to join some of your podcasts and stuff like that. I mean, trying to get him up there, but you know, right, due to the obvious and do the COVID thing and this and that, it's a little hard, you know,
Oh
to get
yeah, dude.
anybody out there. But
I mean, I'm
yeah,
sure.
but
What's
yeah,
the
man.
whole COVID thing like in Mexico City? I'm just wondering what the
Well, you
like
know,
how it is compared to here.
well, it's for instance, well, you and I did Casa Franca together with the guys,
Dude, I
and
love that
then
place.
so yeah, so is they're doing the limited seating.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they do limited seating near the stage. They do and the performing time is between 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know if they have more than that. And then the ensembles cannot be larger than a three piece per
Mm.
se.
Okay.
So so most of Yazatlan, we didn't play there, but I think we played Yazatlan in Cholula. No, we went outside. Well, anyways, same thing. Trios. Their stage is a little larger, so they sometimes they get away with doing a quartet, but no larger than four band members
Okay, I see what
at
you mean.
the spot, you know.
Yeah.
And hold on, man. Oh shit. There you go. Hold on.
Well,
My phone was about to die.
I'm glad they're still like
Hold on.
trying to do stuff, you
There you
know.
go. So let me see.
I liked Casa Franca and what's the what was
No,
that
you're here. You're
what
here.
was
Hold
that
on, man.
place it was like a it was like a restaurant in the front, but then you walked through the back and there was like a whole other room. It was called oh, I can't believe I'm spacing. It's they have like a proper stage with like a curtain that goes around.
I don't know.
I'll think of it. I can't remember what it's called.
Hold on. You're breaking a little bit. Hold on a minute.
Is it the computer that's breaking, or the?
No, I think the
Oh Jesus!
I think that Instagram
Yeah, my
is
Instagram's a
doing
little
its
glitchy.
thing. Okay, hold on, man. I think I might have to restart again the Instagram thing.
No worries.
Okay, hold on, man.
But this is also gonna be it's gonna be you can go back and watch or take clips of this because I have it
Yeah,
to where I'm gonna
perfect,
so
perfect.
you don't have
Good.
to worry about it too much.
Okay, there you go. There you go. Okay, we're back. It's because I think my phone was about to die as well, and
Oh yeah, I had to plug mine in.
yeah. Okay, there you go.
So you've been doing just like little gigs and then teaching a lot.
Yeah, but for instance, I did 3 big gigs throughout the whole year.
Mm-hmm.
So we last weekend last weekend we did uh, a master class
Mm-hmm.
again with Roberto Verastegui and Andres Marquez
Uh-huh.
on the drums, and that was okay. Finally, there you go. Let's start this again. Luis. There you go. Boom. There you go. I'll send you the request again. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man. So we did a master class. The master class was a limited seating again
Okay. Yeah.
for
Of
the
course.
master class.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like 10 people tops. It was like like an it was inside of one of the cultural buildings
Okay.
in Zacatecas,
Mm-hmm.
and then the rest of them was like this. It was live on Zoom,
Okay.
and then and then and then and then the next day we did the auto concert,
Okay.
and that was this was my third auto concert. You done those before? No, it's kind of weird.
No.
It's kind of weird because instead of people instead of clapping, I mean you hear them screaming, but like klaxons and shit like that.
Yeah. I mean that's
And
kind of like that's like our streams, I guess. So yeah, I guess I have.
yeah, and yeah, I know Omar and the guys from the B sides. They've done some auto cars,
Mm-hmm.
auto concerts, and I mean it is what they are what they are,
Yeah. I
and
mean, there's not much choice.
yeah, exactly. But so you're in a big stage, and they have the car seating,
Yeah.
and I don't know. We should ask Cabanillas, like what if you've done any of
I
those,
wonder if he has.
But yeah, but yeah, as far as concert, I mean, small shows are concerned, they like that. Other than that, I've been doing master classes for the Dario, for all the virtual festivals.
Yeah.
I've done the Gear Festival for Water Sound and Samsung Technologies.
Nice, man.
Um, they're thinking of they're thinking. I don't know how they're gonna do NAM this year, this coming year, but they're thinking of doing something similar.
Mm.
I
I
don't
didn't even
know,
think
but
about Nam.
yeah, the way the Gear Festival was like was, for instance, I was I represent yearly Samsung Technologies and uh, Cabanillas. Oh, okay, so they I was represent. Usually, I represent for the Gear Festival for Water Sound,
Hmm.
Samsung Technologies and Harkey amps. So what we did is like at home, we talk about the gear.
Yeah.
Uh, we recorded I recorded a video. I just used my Pro Tools, connect the phone.
Hmm.
I linked them up so it will be perfect.
Yeah.
And obviously the video, it was the video on my iPhone, but the sound was good because it was my Pro Tool gear, and that's it. And it's just like play the microphones, my pedal board,
Yeah.
the amps, and so forth and so on. Some of the gear, talk about the gear, and that's it.
Nice.
So tell me, that's I'm assuming. And for instance, the Adario stuff, we doing Q&As.
Hmm.
So my next one is a week from this Wednesday.
Okay.
So we do one in Latin America and one for Dario Woodwinds International. And what I do is like I play a little bit. I showcase mouthpieces and reeds and whatnot.
Yep.
And that's it.
Nice, dude. You sound like you're staying busy amidst all this craziness.
Okay. I wonder. Hold on a minute. Chemke, ¿sí me escuchas? Porque yo sí me están escuchando los demás. Eh, oh, man.
Yeah, I think your Instagram's a little glitchy. It's all right. It's on Twitch right now if they want to watch it.
Okay. Okay. Perfecto. You wanna send through the link?
Yeah, here I'm typing it in the chat right now. They can just click.
Yeah.
Because that might be why it's being weird. So that's where you can find it, and it's
Okay.
in my
Okay.
bio too.
Sí, sí. Si quieren ir esto se está transmitiendo en vivo desde el Twitch de Electric Louis, en Louisland. Ahí está el link. También el link está en su bio. Si se quieren meter por ahí, adelante. Yeah, man. So that's the thing I was telling Omar. We should do some of these small venue things. Just like as a quartet.
Mm-hmm.
Andres Marquez is a great drummer. He knows a lot of my material. So he's been playing a lot of my stuff. So
Nice.
if you guys wanna leave San Diego for a few, it's always you guys are always welcome.
Cool, man.
And
The Mexico City, I just remember that place, dude. Just we had fun when we went with Juicebox.
yeah, man.
Oh.
Yeah, what's his name? It's one of the audience is one of like he became like a big fan of that quartet and that format, and so he likes to repost like some of the videos
Uh-huh.
and he got from the Pulqueria. Remember that one
Dude,
spot?
that's funny you say that because I was literally just thinking that place.
Yeah, man. It's funny because that was the only spot that that so the promoter set up everything,
Uh-huh.
but the club didn't know we were performing. Do you remember? Do you remember? Like
Yeah,
so
I do remember.
so we literally had to like kind of clean the spot up
I
and
remember,
start
yeah.
setting up because nobody knew,
Yeah.
and I'm like, what the fuck?
But you know what was funny is that ended up being one of the cooler shows.
Of course, man. Diego Luna showed up
Yeah, you're
on
right.
that show. Diego Luna was at the gig.
That's so funny. I remember that because it was second floor, and I remember everyone sitting down, and like we have a couple pictures where you can see everyone. It looks cool. That was a good show.
Yeah, but at the beginning was no table.
Yeah, there was not. Yeah, I
It,
remember it.
it was a ladder. Do you remember? It was a ladder on the floor
Yeah.
and nothing. I was like, what the? So I took the ladder off. I started like sweeping the floor for my own gig and shit. You know,
Hilarious.
I was like, what? Like, yeah, exactly. Like we start setting up. The sound engineer was so late. I had like I was almost like screaming at the promoter, be like, "Hey man, what the hell?" The guy didn't book there. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. Some of those places are so shady, man.
I love it, dude. That's just how it is, man. It's just funny. Like
Yeah,
some
yeah.
people don't realize like what it goes into putting all the shows on, and then when you have a bunch of them in a row, and then you get there, and it's just like some of it's chaos.
Yeah. And actually all the shows were fine, but that one was funny.
That one was
You know?
funny. Yeah, that one was.
Yeah,
That was a cool spot though, and I remember all
yeah.
the pulqueria that they had was like really specific, and I'd never had anything like that. Like that drink.
Right.
Isn't that like an Aztec kind of drink, or am I wrong?
Yeah, pulque. Actually, man, I know it's an ancient drink, but I don't know I don't know the
The
full
history.
story.
Yeah, I mean, I
That,
can't
yeah,
remember.
I don't know. You know, I don't want to say something, and I'll pull something out of my ass, bro.
Dude, but
Uh,
that's one thing I'll say about Mexico City. Like I remember like first showing up there, and I remember flying in and just remember like, dude, this place is huge.
yeah,
Like it doesn't like you try and people are trying to say like, oh, LA's so big and New York's crazy. Like
no,
not even close, bro. Not
no,
even
no.
close. Times it by 10.
Yeah, especially you realize when you're flying in and you're just flying and crossing the city and crossing the city and crossing the city, and then finally you're on the middle of the middle of everything.
Right.
You see trees everywhere and some pyramids here and there, and then it's like, oh, and then you literally land in the middle everywhere. You
Yeah,
know, you're like,
the history of that stuff is crazy, man. Like I remember we went to I don't know if you did you come with us to that museum where we went to the like it was basically an Aztec temple, but they built the Christian church on top of it, and there's just ruins. And
yeah,
anyways, we went, and
of course,
it was
yeah,
blowing
the
my
Templo
mind.
Mayor,
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
yeah,
it just blew my mind because like the history of it is just like, wow, this is crazy. I just never really, I
yeah,
guess
man.
I never really thought of it. It's really cool. I mean, it's not cool, but it is cool.
Yeah. I think the one place I wanted to take you to is Centro Cultural España, which is the you know it says it on itself, but is they have concerts on the very top. But not too long ago, they found a element an ancient elementary school buried under it
Wow.
where they used to teach kids.
See, there's so
It
much
used to be,
history there, dude. It's crazy.
yeah, man. So it was. I don't know, man. It's some of the spots that you know. Cheers.
Cheers, dude.
Mm. Yeah, man. I've been teaching since 9 in the morning. This early in the morning.
So how are your students? You got like so they're all they're you said they're mostly classical?
Yeah. So, like for instance, I think my biggest challenge because the jazz ensembles is fine.
Yeah.
I have some challenges. Now because it's kind of tough to teach ensembles via Zoom. And so
Yeah,
and
of
mo-
course. Yeah.
yeah, and yeah, man. And most of the programs, most of the software to play live, like Segura.
Uh-huh.
Segura is kind of cool. It's the most. Uh, Diego, ¿cómo estás, Diego? Increíble maestro de clarinete aquí en México.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I see him.
Yeah, man, he's a killing clarinet player, man.
What's up, Diego?
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's a beast.
Hey,
Yeah, man.
I think you have the audio coming from your phone or the computer because I hear echoes of myself.
Yeah,
Maybe
because
just
what I did is
maybe turn down your phone or
okay.
something. I don't know which
Yeah,
one
yeah,
it
yeah.
is. It's either your phone or your computer.
Wait, hold on, man.
It's finally working though. We did it.
Okay, how's that?
Yeah, it's better.
Better?
Yeah, that's perfect.
No, it's okay. So yeah, man. So that was that is it. So the hard part, I mean, the challenge is the improvisation in jazz theory class
Yeah. Okay.
because that is intended to the upper level theory kids,
Okay.
and so they know a lot of theory. They
Mm-hmm.
know a lot of theory, and they very proficient on their instruments, but they never improvise in their lives.
Oh, I see
You
what you're
know,
saying. Okay.
so it's funny because, for instance, the first semester I I started this thing was uh, 2 semesters ago, a semester ago, and I had on the harp two classical clarinet players, two pianists, one trombone, one trombone player from Colombia,
Mm.
and and a trumpet player and one trumpet player. And the trumpet player was the only one that had a clue because he plays salsa a lot.
Oh,
When he
okay.
was not play, when he does not play classical, he has like a regular jazz, regular salsa gig.
Oh, okay. So
So
he yeah.
he blows every now and
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
Obviously, he's not blowing Chet Baker or anything like that. But
Or
but
like some
but
art. Yeah, I get you.
yeah. But it's fun because he transcribed like four Chet
Oh,
Baker
nice.
solos. You know,
Perfect.
and but it's cool because it's like I had to do from scratch like jazz rhythms,
Mm-hmm.
just rhythms like lead sheets
Right.
of the most important things in like how to teach quarter notes,
Yeah.
the feel of quarter notes, the feel of eighth notes.
Yeah.
So the way I did it was I called in a bunch of my jazz singer friends
Okay.
and thought and they taught me how to scat, how to
Oh,
swing
okay.
the scatting,
Yeah.
and that's how I taught them how to swing.
That's the
With
I mean that's the best way. Yeah, you're singing it to him.
yeah, exactly, with scat phrases,
Yeah.
like do bobs and this and that,
Yeah.
et cetera. And and then for instance I transcribed one of Chet Baker's scat solos.
Mm-hmm. Dude, he's so
Um,
good.
uh, yeah, I mean, I personally,
Uh-huh.
I think if you really wanna experience through swinging, it will be either Duke Ellington's big band or Chet Baker's scatting because he's so honest.
Yeah.
He's so honest,
Yeah.
and Okay, so it could happen to you.
Hmm.
Have you heard the scat solo of "It Could Happen to
Yep.
You"? Man, it's so beautiful
Yeah,
and perfect.
they're perfect. I was just gonna say they're perfect.
Yeah, they perfect. They're
They're
perfect.
perfect.
He's not BSing.
Yeah.
He's not bullshit. He's not bullshitting anything. It's like every note and the chord
Melodic and
change,
just perfect. Yeah.
everything,
Yeah. Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. You're so
And
right.
then and exactly. And then I was teaching them. For instance, one of my I have a flute student who's taking that class right now. He has a lot. He knows a lot of theory, and he noticed and he was rushing every time he was singing or playing 60 notes.
Hmm.
He will rush him a little bit,
Ah.
and I was like, yeah, of course. We in jazz we rush the 16s a little, the 16 notes a little bit,
Uh huh.
and then or every time we play triplets. I mean, I don't know about you, but I try to play it as rigid as possible and not swing triplets,
Okay.
you know, and then swing the A notes in
Hmm.
contrast, and then but Chet Baker will do that all the time. Every time he has 60 notes, he will rush him just a little bit.
Like almost.
Yeah,
Is it like he's almost on the front side?
totally,
Okay, I see.
totally. Yeah.
I'll have to.
Well,
I'm gonna listen to some and like pay attention. I guess I've never really thought about it.
yeah. For instance, he has one phrase. Then he plays a straight eight, sorry, a straight eight notes, and then he rushes the 60 note. I mean, he plays like you say, at front of the 60 note.
Okay.
But I don't know. Is I think it's a combination of playing a straight straight 60 notes
Uh huh.
and then playing it in front of it, So
Yeah.
it's pretty cool, man.
Hell yeah. Hey, you been still writing stuff?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I'm sure you got. I'm sure you got some tunes. I know you.
Yeah, man. I got like four new tunes. I finished the one tune written in Lukumi,
Hmm.
who Omar helped me write the lyrics.
Oh, I think I remember
Since he
some of
got
that.
yeah,
Were you guys
so
talking about it?
that's done. And then I did the orchestral arrangement of What's Your Sign, the Half Kicker. That's our orchestral version of Half Kicker. Our orchestral version of Consider Yourself Judged. And then I wrote like a waltz. It's I wrote like a Turkish dance.
Oh, cool.
It's called Balance. That's actually written for you and I to play the melody.
Oh, okay,
It's,
cool.
so is saxophone, guitar playing the melody, and then piano, bass, drums.
Okay.
And that's kind of like a ECM type of tune.
Okay,
It's
cool.
in 9/4. With a Turkish clave and some of the stuff you do obviously is not the melody is not microtonal. It doesn't have
Okay, I
microtonal,
see what you're saying.
but the rhythms are and the claves are, you
Nice.
know. So it's not so Persianish like we will do with Farhat,
Yeah.
and but I was asking, have you talked to him much or
Yeah,
not?
man.
With
Farhad,
Farhat? Yeah.
we did a stream.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, so we brought him in because we were very careful with the virus. So we brought him
Of
in,
course.
and I told him, I was like, look, we should do a stream, and we'll bring you because you've been in the studio. Remember the control room, the small room?
Correct.
So
Correct.
I was like, Farhad, we'll just put you in there. I'll clean
Hmm.
everything. I'll put wipes, like whatever you want, and then we'll just
Right.
basically quarantine you in that room, and I'll already have all the mics set up and everything. And then that's what we
Hmm.
did. So he just showed up. we wear masks every time anyways, just to be careful, And so he showed up and I put him in the room and he was able, cause he's by himself. So he was able just to like take his mask off, set up, have his rig. And then I just routed the cables into the other room and me, Omar and Fern sat in there. And we recorded like a stream. It's on YouTube. So
oh wow,
it was cool, man. Like he was stoked. Hopefully we can do some more.
Yeah.
But
Jesse didn't play?
No, Jesse didn't play. No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we just did like a little. I guess it was
like a quartet type of thing.
Yeah. So it was cool though, cause I could tell. Like I wanted him to come and do some stuff, like, and just to That's why we're doing this too. It's like, ever since Nina died, man, it's like more. If anything, it's more about just like I just want to document all this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm still. You know what? It's just. I think it's like it doesn't, like until today, it doesn't go by, a week doesn't go by without me thinking of her and why.
Yeah.
Like I can grasp the idea of somebody that young, departing this world, in such a manner,
I mean, it's crazy how much of a effect she had on everyone,
Yeah, man. Besides being a great musician and this and that,
right?
She's and trying to be involved with even as a listener, and putting people together. She was a great musical force, within the Southern California community, and for her to vanish in that brutal manner, like I don't want to, like I talked to Omar about this. I don't want to think about it too much because I don't want to find out it was she was gone for some other reason, than the car accident.
Yeah,
itself,
I know exactly what you mean. Like everyone kept asking me, like, "Well, what happened? What was going on?" And I'm like, honestly, man, I don't know, and I don't really care. Like, like what I mean, it is what it is. Like, I'm not gonna dwell on this. Like, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, because I mean, one thing for sure is like she always been a reckless driver, and that's why I never drove. I think I drove with her twice, and I told her, I'll meet you at the spot. I'm not gonna drive with you because she will tell me, I'll pick you up. Don't worry about it. No. I'll get there.
Honestly, if you want to know what I think happened, I think she just fell asleep, dude.
I'm sorry.
I think she just fell asleep.
Yeah.
I think so. I don't know why.
Yeah. I mean, you too, because. Yeah,
Dude, I remember you guys playing like duets at the house or at her house. Remember her little apartment?
Yeah, man. We would shed Baroque music all day.
Because I remember you crashed there for like a little bit, and I remember coming over, and you guys were just like sitting there playing. She's playing piano, and you're out with your flute and your bass clarinet. I was just like, look at these guys, dude.
Yeah, man. That's why it hurts a lot, because she was there in a very, very, when I was extremely fragile, man. I had, I was going through my divorce.
Yeah.
And I was extremely vulnerable and fragile, and
as a female, like for you, it's like she was like, yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, man, because it like,
she's just a homie.
It's like, exactly, man. It's like, she's a female. No, all women are pieces of shit. I'm not saying all women are. Relax.
No, that's what that's literally the point. We're saying the opposite right now.
Yeah, exactly. But just the fact that she was a homie, that she was there, we will just like wake up and literally have walk to the coffee shop, and then walk back, talk about music the whole
The whole
freaking time.
time.
You know
Yeah,
what?
she
The
was
whole time, and then we just like sit down and play whatever. It's just
right.
like, you know, and then you will come by, and it's like musicians coming by every all the time, you know, either you or Omar
I mean, all
or
sorts
what
of
you would call.
people. Cause
Yeah,
and that
man.
was the thing is she had her hand in so many scenes. Like it was insane. Like everyone knew who she was, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I met so many people that I didn't even that I end up doing music with later
Right.
on, because we met there. Like, I mean, obviously, you know, like you or Fernando or Dusty would showed up,
Oh,
and we
Dusty, I
will.
gotta call Dusty.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, like he will show up on his with his skateboard, and we will play. All three of us will play, you know, like
Yeah.
something, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And then actually that's why I end up doing during that time, like at least five gigs with Dusty's group,
Dude, Dusty's
you
so
know.
badass.
Yeah, man. He will just show up with like literally the first gig I did with Dusty, I did it. I side read everything.
His
You
charts,
know.
yeah, yeah, dude.
Yeah,
He's
man. It's like
melodic minor mania, bro.
totally, totally. I would just play flute. I think I played like two saxophone songs, and then everything else was flute. You know,
Nice.
it was oh, gracias, man. And it was so good, man. It was so good. And but anyways, man, like you say, like she had a foot on so many things. And well, that's why we started the chamber group
Yeah. What was it called? The
with Crow, with Orbit.
Orbit. That's it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. With the Crows,
Yeah.
it was like a full string quartet
Yeah, I remember
with
going to
Nico.
see you guys at the art gallery in North Park.
Yeah, yeah, we
Yeah, that
played
was
twice
tight.
in there. We had Mancino sitting
Oh,
with us one point because we needed two bass players. And it was great because because Crow, he was our drummer and our bass player.
right.
So
Because
we
he
needed
does
an
both.
extra bass player. Yeah, exactly. So we needed the extra bass player, you know, which is funny now because that's how they started the group with Nina,
Right.
with where's it called, the OXM,
Oh, Orchid
uh,
Manus.
uh, Orchid Mantis,
Man,
Orchid.
some of those recordings are so good, dude. Like she's killing it. Nina's just murdering it on that shit. It's so vibey and just so her.
Yeah, and that's the thing with her, man. Like, oh, the other thing I used to love with them is we used to do those church gigs every
Oh
Sunday
yeah.
at her Baptist. Man,
Yeah.
it was amazing
I
because
forgot.
we would just side read like church music,
Yeah.
like classical church music, so we will play. That's why we used to share so much chamber music um because one day she will come back and like, hey, do this section with the choir and this and that, and I will be just like reading violin parts left and right.
Right.
It was so much fun, man, and that whole church was
They're great.
yeah, man. You done stuff at that church, right?
Yeah, and
You did.
I know Joyce. Was that her name? Joyce? Why am I
Yeah,
spacing?
Joyce.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Joyce,
So I know her.
one of the choir,
Yeah, I
one of
know
the
her
choir
pretty
girls.
well. And when the whole thing went down, I was talking with her a lot.
Hmm.
So,
Thank you for putting the Twitch.
oh yeah, if you guys want, we're on Twitch. If this is being glitchy, I'm gonna post this on YouTube later. But if you guys want, you can watch on there too.
Perfect, man.
So
Yeah, man. So go ahead. Go ahead.
oh, I was just thinking, I was curious. I wanted to ask you like what the whole vibe is, or I'm curious like what people think in Mexico City about like the whole like the U.S. election and stuff. Just like I don't know. I was curious like to see what. Like you don't have to get into
Man,
sides and stuff because I don't really care because I don't really like either of
yeah.
them. But I just was curious, like from an outsider, like because you're in, you know,
Mhm.
obviously you're American, but you're
Mhm.
Mexican, both you're
Mhm.
both. So it's nice to
Mhm.
see, and the fact that you haven't really been here while this is happening somewhat. It's like I'm
Mhm.
curious to see like what's the vibe or the mentality that people have when they see all this going on in the U.S.
Man, that's a great question, and it's like at the same time is it's a scary one to answer because yeah, you don't want to be that that douchebag. Then you know, especially me. I mean, I'm an idiot, man. I don't know. I mean, as much as try to be abreast of what's happening,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'm not a politician. I mean, I don't know politics or that type of sort, but
Right.
I do pay taxes, you know, in the U.S. and I
That's what I mean.
and
You're like a sit, like you're a
yeah,
contribute. You
yeah,
contribute. Like you're both.
yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna tell you what, man. Like I had I'm gonna give you an example
Okay.
with my dad
Okay.
because he asked me, they're like, well, you know, uh, he he's he's I mean he sees I mean he how can I see it? How can I say it? Okay, the economy in the U.S.
Right.
before COVID,
Uh huh.
the United States economy was flourishing, like it or not. As much as we hate Trump, it was some good stuff. It was some good, you know. Um, yeah, I'm not too prompt of the way he will uh, communicate
Yeah. The way he articulates. Yeah.
with the public.
Right. Of course,
I
no
don't
one
think it
does.
was. Well, of course. Well, you know, yeah, exactly. But it, everybody will say, "Oh, he's just Trump,
Uh huh.
and he's just this," and that's the way of him getting away with stuff.
Yeah. Of course.
But is at the same time is um, uh, you know the crime went down because everybody was making money,
Mm-hmm.
but yet I don't know what kind of stuff he was, you know, what kind of stuff was going on the bottom, because you will hear, you know, the he sounded like he was so preoccupied with people trying to get rid of him,
Yeah.
you know,
That's true.
than him trying to do his job.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was just him against the the news,
Yeah. The media.
uh,
Yeah, for sure.
you
Yeah.
know, and the media, and that's it. You know, so to be, you know, and I don't want to sound you know, like I'm, you know, uh, I'm supporting him. I'm just saying
No,
that to be fair,
I get what you're saying,
that
dude.
to be that to be fair, that I thought that was going to happen.
Yeah, they
That's
definitely
what's
did
going
that.
on.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's one thing. And now, and the other thing about Biden, you know, I felt that Biden didn't win.
It was
It
just
was
yeah.
like Trump lost. Trump lost the election, but Biden didn't win
Mm-hmm.
because I mean, let's be honest, man. That guy can't remember
Yeah.
what he said
No, you're totally right.
2 seconds ago, man.
Yeah.
So I feel then people voted for our new vice president,
Mm-hmm.
you know, which is Miss Harris. But that's it, you know. Uh, that's it, you know. because our vice president, she's vibrant, she's she's a strong woman, she's she's gonna be our, she is our first female vice president,
Mm.
you know, in U.S. history, and she's colored, you
Yeah,
know,
the only
and
thing that I didn't like was that like everyone was checking off all these boxes with her, but at the same
uh-huh.
time, it's like everyone knew that what she did beforehand. You know what I mean? Like
Of
she,
course,
like the history
totally, man.
of what she did is so weird because it's like everyone's like so happy, like, oh, this is great. She's our first black woman and she represents
Hmm.
us and she's gonna, and it's like, well, not really. I mean, if you look at her policies and what she really did, she kind of went after this exact people that she says she represents. So it's like,
Totally.
it's weird, man, because it's like you think of, like, I guess when I think of the US, it's like you don't, it's not that I don't think that kind of stuff happens, because I know we're just as corrupt in some ways as any other country that has corruption. But it's like you think, it's
Hmm.
weird because you think it's not supposed to happen. But like, that's why I wanted to ask you, because in Mexico, it's like, like when you go there, it's like there's certain things that people kind of know are corrupt, whether it's the
Hmm.
police, which is here too, or whether it's the government, or whether it's, you hear about on the outside, at least for me, when I look, it's like you see Mexico, but you also see like some people are, well, like that new president, like what's his name, Piñeto or whatever is, however you say it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, Peñanito.
yeah, like, oh, well, that could never happen in the U.S. It's like, well, yeah, it can.
Of course. Yeah, yeah, and again, and on the other hand, if you talk about policies,
Mm,
you know, Biden has a darker um,
yeah.
back history than Trump. You
But I think
know,
your point is that like people weren't really voting for that. They were just more so preoccupied with like this whole Trump thing, and people hate him,
yeah,
and for what, if, whether you
yeah,
hate him
like
or not.
exactly. Okay, this is going to be the easiest way
Yeah.
to get rid of him finally, and then you go to a worse guy.
Yeah, I mean it's
You
weird because
know,
like I'm like, careful what you wish for, people.
yeah,
Not that I
yeah. I mean,
support either one, you know what I mean? Like I was on the Bernie slash like Tulsi Gabbard train, but that's the other interesting part is like they completely blacklisted
Tulsi
them.
was great,
She was
man.
great,
Tulsi,
dude.
like,
And that's the thing that I didn't
yeah,
get is like, oh, you guys want a woman vice president or president? It's like, dude, this lady is the shit. Like, she's served in Congress right now. She's there doing her duties, killing it with her head on straight. And she was in the military for like 3 tours, voluntary. Like, she knows, like, she's not an idiot, dude. She's like, talk about a strong
no, man.
woman.
No, man. No, man. Tulsi is great, man. Tulsi is the person that you need. She's eloquent. She's
Yeah,
extremely intelligent.
right.
She's been in the military for like you say, and she's not weak at all. And
But they can't control
I,
her. You know what I mean?
yeah, 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 and she's hot. you know, which is great for America.
Oh, you're
You know
hilarious.
what she is. Sorry,
But
I
yeah, I
don't
just
think
wanted,
okay.
it's interesting because like it's weird to see like I just
Right.
wanted to see how like people, especially because Mexico's our neighbor, dude. It's like you're right there,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's such a different world, but at the same time, it's kind of
Mm.
it's very similar, I mean, at least here in
Yeah,
San Diego, it's like we're right here next to them, so.
yeah.
But
One thing they say is then things are going to be harder for immigration nowadays than Biden is, because Biden and Harris, they are, a little more, you know, delinquent or hard with when it becomes to immigration, especially with Mexico,
mhm.
But which I don't get, because AMLO, Lopez Obrador, our new president, he says he's not gonna recognize Biden until all this legal matter get resolved with Trump,
Mhm.
which is stupid, because AMLO literally, did the same thing when he became president, So
Yeah, I was listening to a
Yeah,
podcast, and they were saying how like this isn't the first time that something like this isn't unprecedented. You know what I mean? People are
of course.
freaking out. They're freaking out. Oh my God. It's just like, guys, relax. Like, this is not the first time people have
No.
like contested the election or one side is saying, you know,
Mm,
like they were talking about
mm.
with Al Gore. Was it Al Gore and Bush? Was that the ticket back in the day when they had to, when they thought Al Gore won and then they flipped it because they like did all these recounts or they had to go through all this
Yeah,
process. It's like, it's kind of what's happening right now.
yeah. Well, the other one, I think Obama's first election
Mm.
was came out with something similar, but I might be talking out of my ass because I think W. Bush was just like he wanted out, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he had it, you know. I mean, man, it just I don't know if I want the position, to
Yeah, I mean,
be.
dude, that sounds so stressful and not fun at all. Like I can't imagine being in that role, like just having to answer to all these people, and no matter what, people are gonna hate you
Yeah,
and love you. It's just like,
right.
God, that sounds so stressful, dude. I just want to play music.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's other ways to change your community.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like, yeah,
That's why
you
we're doing
know,
this, bro. We sit here and talk. You're in Mexico
yeah,
City. It don't even matter, bro. We got
doesn't
the
matter.
internet. This is great.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, as far as so for instance, um, have you seen the social dilemma,
No,
the
I saw.
documentary?
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Man,
I've been hearing a lot
man.
about it, and I haven't. Yeah, I need to watch it. I kind of already know what it's about, and I get the gist, but I should probably watch it.
Mm. No, the reason I'm telling you that is because of what you asked me right now.
Mm.
Because, for instance, they told me, "Hey, man, I mean, my spot is in Santa Monica, and it got hit hard. You
Oh,
know, so
I
it
forgot.
happened to me. It happened to me when I was like, man, I'm gonna go to my spot,
Mm.
and it's gonna be,
Destroyed.
I don't know, it's gonna be destroyed. And
Mm.
yeah, man, the tourist area of Santa Monica was. I'm gonna start this thing again. The tourist area of Santa Monica. Yes, it was not fun, again. But some shops were destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the regular eating joints were destroyed. But but uh, but I really thought it was gonna be like a Mad Max fucking scenario.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
and
yeah.
I, and then I got there, and it wasn't that bad. I thought I was gonna see my spot, destroyed, and
Destroyed.
yeah, man.
What
And
did it look like? Like what was it like over there?
well,
Because
but like I said, like all near the harbor area,
mm-hmm.
because my spot is on Broadway. It is right. It's like on the one of the main streets in Santa Monica.
Okay.
You know, but I'm farther north. I'm not too close to the shore.
Oh,
So
okay.
I mean, I run to the shore, and when I run to the shore, it takes me, I don't know, like 20 minutes
Okay.
to get there. So it's not that close.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah. But because of the media, I like literally seen all these pictures of Santa Monica and this and that. I was like, man, when I get there,
Right.
my spot is gonna be broken into.
They're gonna have
I'm gonna
people
have
living in it, like.
living in there and this and that. I was like, oh man, what am I getting into? And and no, it wasn't the case. Like I said, it was more near the Santa Monica downtown area,
Mm.
near the harbor, and that's it, man. So that was it. uh, yeah, that's it, man.
Hey,
And
I got someone on my Twitch that follows me. He said I got to bounce. Tell homie I fucking love the shit he did with the Mars Volta back in the day. That was Filthy Cruz.
Thank you, man.
So
Thank you, man. Thank you, buddy.
He likes your
Thank you.
stuff. So
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. And hey, so what's how's the stuff in San Diego? Are things opening up? Some shows up and running.
Yeah, like there's some things that are open, and they just have restrictions, whether it be, there's only a certain amount of people. The thing that does suck though is like there's a lot of venues that seem like they're gonna probably close, which is like I don't understand how they wouldn't, because it's like we're going on more than half a year of this. So it's like.
Okay.
Like they were saying, I was looking the other day, they were saying that Winston's might close, which would suck, dude. Winston's an OB. You played there. And then,
yeah.
And then, what was another spot? Oh, Bar Pink, I think, is closed.
Oh man.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Like and honestly, I'm not surprised, because like I don't know what they expect these people to do. Like these businesses that, run on, especially for musicians and stuff. It's like they can't, I mean, what are you going to have a show? And it's like in some places they are, that's the weird part, is like I've been playing this weekly on Tuesdays at like this restaurant. It's like kind of outside though, but they're like almost at full capacity. They have people wearing masks and stuff, but it's like you have that, and then you have venues that, like, let's say the Casbah, like they haven't really been doing any shows. They've been doing some stuff on Twitch, but like I don't know if they're making any money really. Like I don't know how they're gonna stay open. Like I don't get it. So it's like you have some places open, it's getting more open, more back to normal, but it's still like, you still have restrictions, and I don't know, man. I don't know what, and especially here in California, like what's his name? Gavin Newsom's on a sick one. He just wants to stop everyone from doing everything, which like I'm all about being safe and like trying to help, but it's like, dude, I feel like they're going to end up making it worse by people not having jobs and nowhere to go. And I don't know. It's like, at what point do you say, okay, well, the virus is bad, but this is going to be worse if we just keep everything shut down? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what are they doing in Mexico City?
Yeah, I mean, it's not. First of all, everybody talks about wear a mask and stay at home and this and that, but I don't hear anybody talking about, hey man, get your immune system up.
I know.
Drink, eat better.
I know. Exercise.
Take your vitamin D. Take your vitamin D, and then this thing. One of the only things that kills this thing is the sun.
I know.
The UV, sunlight, and this and that kills it almost immediately.
Right.
And you're keeping people inside when this thing can. Yeah, exactly. It's like,
I don't get it either.
It's so stupid, man.
It's going to be interesting to see too what happens, at least here in America, with now that this election is somewhat over. Whatever happens, whatever side gets picked, I'm curious to see what happens, 2 months down the road.
Yeah, like a lot of people were saying that okay, as soon as the elections are over, the COVID is gonna be over.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, and that's gonna be kind of shady, especially because a lot of the businesses like you're talking about are. I mean, they didn't do anything wrong, man. We didn't do anything wrong. Yeah. We planned. I had throughout the year, I had already set up 4 big tours.
Right.
And all that money is gone.
It's gone, yeah.
And I planned
to have it.
Certain things, investments I was gonna do with that money, and that's gone.
Yeah.
And I didn't do anything wrong.
Right.
I planned everything. I did contracts. and that's it. And the only thing they can do is like, well, let's see how next year goes on, and you guys are the first ones to be on the boat, but
But that's a year away, like.
But that's a year away. Now, do you imagine people that have to pay rent, business rent,
Yeah,
like Pink, like
I mean,
like all this soda bar or
right,
whatever,
Yeah, I don't even know what's happening with them. I haven't even heard. I mean, that like this happened just with AGMC at the studio. Like Tony, like honestly, bro, I was thinking that we were gonna lose the studio. Like Tony was basically saying like, "Yo, dude, I don't know if we're gonna make this." Because I mean, he basically was paying rent. Like we're basically paying rent at the studio, but we can't have, we can't have on-site lessons only up to a certain point. And even if like now we are offering on-site lessons, but who wants, what family and students want to come in? It depends. Some do, some don't. You know what I mean? We're doing online lessons, but but we got lucky and Tony cut a deal with the landlord, and the landlord I think is on our side, so we're still around. But like I was ready to like, oh, this is over. Which would have sucked. That's kind of why I've been going so hard too, is because I'm trying to like just use that place as much as we can while we have it. So I don't know, man. It's crazy.
Man. Well, I'm glad you guys are like not shutting out that school, because so you're teaching kids mostly, I'm assuming all of them online, right? Or
yeah, I think a lot of the students are online. There's a handful that come in lessons or in-person lessons.
Yeah.
And everyone's masked up. It's just one-on-one. So it's like that's the thing I don't get, is that like what's wrong with that? Or like, and then you have the guys next door that are the exercise, gym and stuff next door to us. And they're out there 50 people strong, no masks, in the back alleyway, running, jumping, sweating, yelling. I'm just like, bro, what are you guys like? That's fine. I'm all for like keeping your place open, but like I walk outside the studio and there's 50 people in my face. Just like, I'm just like, bro, what? How are these guys able to do this? But we can't even have in-person lessons one-on-one with masks on, 6 feet apart. Like,
exactly.
And honestly, I think it's just because they don't give a fuck. They're just doing it. And they're in the back. No one can really see. So it's like, unless...
All right.
I'm not going to...
So okay. So they don't have somebody snitching at them and telling the state?
I guess not. I mean, maybe that's all it takes. I haven't really done it. I'm just like, whatever. Just leave me alone. I don't know. But, and they should, people are just trying to stay healthy. I agree with that. But... they're not, they don't give a fuck, bro. They're just, it's funny, but we'll see. I don't know, man. At least.
Have you gotten tested or not?
I haven't gotten tested. Jessie got tested because she went to go see her family, and her sister had a newborn. So she got tested and she was fine. So I kind of felt like I inadvertently got tested through her because, I mean, we lived together. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna go test. I'm gonna get tested pretty soon again, because grandmother is gonna be in town for so.
Yeah. So, see, like you definitely should. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, she's old now, so we, just as an insurance measure, I have to.
And that way you can just chill. That way and you're like, you can just hang out like normal.
Yeah. And obviously, during her visit, nobody's gonna, I'm teaching my classes. I'm teaching my classes online, but I'm at the.
But you're at the university.
At the university, and I have only one student composition student that I teach. We get together one-on-one, just for coffee, and
nice.
And but that's it. Most of his classes are online as well. My big classes, my theory classes, I have 20 students in one of them, and over 20 students in the other one. Mm-hmm. And so that I cannot teach, face to face.
Yeah.
We are trying. The school is trying to be like a hybrid, starting January. Let's see, you know,
Okay. Yeah, that's
and
what
like you say, you know, go
I'm
ahead.
wondering if that's what's gonna happen for at state.
Mhm.
Because there, it seems like right now I just been teaching online for all my what do you call it, for just private lessons. So,
Yeah.
and that's actually not the worst because of the fact that it's just, it's just guitar students. So I just make them put a metronome on, and they've been learning to play solo guitar really, which is kind of hard. So
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I've been making them just like do it. I'm like, no, you got to do this shit for real. So we'll see. It's been going okay.
yeah,
So
yeah. The challenge has been because the saxophone students and this and that, like you said, I made them record themselves, their stuff all the time, or I'm listening to them on Zoom or on one of these um like Segura or any of those softwares, but yeah, the jazz ensembles, is kind of like a Pro Tool session every time, it's
right.
like so it's I don't know, man, it's overwhelming after a while. It's like, you know um I don't know, it's not all the kids have good internet, good Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Some do, but some of the kids, I mean, they're college students, man. So it doesn't matter. They're again, they're college students. They don't have, a lot of them don't have the resources to have a brand new, computer.
Yeah, I know. That's the yeah.
You
I
know,
totally know what you mean. Yeah.
yeah. So, and we're trying to help them, but I don't know. Every student has their thing going on, and that's where, when you draw the line between mental health and what can or cannot happen,
Yeah.
you know, you know. Anyways, man. So
So wait, where exactly is the school again? I can't remember.
okay, so the school is in the Miscoac area. So it's gonna be towards Coyoacan. Okay, you know Coyoacan.
Oh, okay.
Okay, okay. So Coyoacan is Insurgentes divides Miscoac and Coyoacan.
Okay.
So we are at the same level than Coyoacan,
Hmm.
but on the other side of Insurgentes.
Okay, I think I kind
Insurgentes
of
is that.
remember.
Okay, the Pulqueria where we play, the one spot we were talking about right
Yeah.
now. Okay, we had the shit show. Okay, so that spot is on Insurgentes. So
Okay.
that street divides Coyoacan and Miscoac.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man, that
So
city's
it's on
so
the,
big
yeah.
that like I think we only went to we went to quite a few places, but it's so big that like it's hard for me to remember where anything is. Like, dude, that place is massive.
Yeah, man. I mean, even the people that never leave the city is like,
Yeah, they haven't
you
gone everywhere.
know
Yeah.
no, because usually you go, I mean, you stay around your area,
Hmm.
and you live around there. Every now and then you move, you go outside, for, I don't know, whatever, a gathering or whatever. But usually you just stay at your zone, at
Right.
your zip code.
Hmm.
That's it's kind of like an LA, in San
Yeah,
Diego.
yeah, I get you. You're not
Like
driving.
you're
Yeah, you're not gonna drive from one end to the other every day. Like you're kind of in your own
yeah.
little. Yeah, I see what you
Yeah,
mean.
you're a North Parker. You don't
Yeah.
go to Poway.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
don't
yeah,
go to
yeah. I see what you're
Poway.
saying. Yeah, yeah.
You
That's
don't
true.
know.
Yeah, that's
You don't
true.
know.
I get what you mean. Yeah, for sure. Damn, that place.
Like you will. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
I get
Go
what you're
ahead.
saying. I was just thinking, like, I'm just remembering, like, us going to, because I went to Mexico City twice, and the first time I went by myself, and that's when
Hmm.
you helped me set up a bunch of shows,
Right.
and I met like that. The drummers? What's the drum?
Chuck,
Chuck,
Kervin.
and yeah, and yeah. What was the drummer's name?
Jorge Servín.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, they both teach at the university. They both teach here.
Dude, sick.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I almost had the name of that one venue. Wait, I just lost it. I can't remember.
What the spot you got almost got robbed?
No, that play. Oh, I forgot about that, dude. Wow, I forgot about that.
That's at Convite.
That was at El Convite, yeah, bro. Those motherfuckers. Dude, they straight up robbed the entire restaurant, bro.
Didn't you say you sit down on your...
Bro, I thought so fast. I'm so glad I did this because, like, literally, we were playing, man. We were in the middle of playing, right, and my back is turned. So I'm literally the last one that saw anything. All I see is Chuck in the faces of the girlfriend with the drummer, and all I see is them, like, and they start putting shit away, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? And then I see these guys roll in. There was like 3 or 4 of them, and they just rolled in with guns. Shoot. And they just, dude, they just rolled in with guns, and they robbed everyone. And so I just,
what happened? You set in on your wallet, or
yeah,
what?
bro. I sat. So, I think I had my wallet in my pocket, my jeans pocket in the front, but I had my phone up on the piano because I was recording every concert just to listen back. And I had the phone up, and I was playing, and I finally realized what happened because Chuck and the drummer, they were like, I saw he had his wallet on his snare. You know how they like to mute it, and I saw them. He just stopped playing. So like when the drums stopped playing, it was like I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then he stopped playing and grabbed his wallet, and I was like, oh shit! And I looked over, and then I see these guys come in, and I realized we were getting robbed. So I just like stopped playing. And I grabbed my phone and I just sat on it because I was sitting in a chair, and I just put it under my leg on my thigh, and I just sat on it, and I took my guitar and I just put it behind the piano because I think these motherfuckers are not taking my guitar. Like, fuck these guys. So I just, I grabbed it and I put it behind the piano, and then I just sat on my phone and I just went like this. And they just went around. And they went around and just robbed people because you know how they have the little stands and people put their purses on it? So everyone had like their little coat jacket stand next to their table, and then they would put their coats and their wallet or their purses on it. And they just went table by table and like told people to take off that watch, give me that shit, give me, and then they would grab the stand and pull out the purses and like take all the shit. And there were just so many people in there that like they came to me, and I was like, I think I was like I don't got nothing. I think that's what I said. I was like, because he came up to me and just like basically was like, all right, your turn. And I was like, no tengo nada, bro. Like, I don't know what to say. I don't got nothing, dude. Wow. And so he just said, oh wow. And he just went to the next person because they were in a hurry. You could tell they were like, oh, we got to do this quick. And so they just came in and robbed everyone, and then they left, and then the cops came, and there was second set. So by that time, like, the concert was over, bro. Like, people were pissed. You could, and what I remember specifically thinking, like, there was one guy that I looked at, and his wife and him, and you could just tell, they said in Spanish to the people, you could just tell, like, they weren't even like scared. They were just more annoyed. They were just like, dude, are you fucking serious? Like really, bro? Now? I'm trying to have like a dinner with my wife, and like you could just tell he was just like, motherfucker, like
bothered.
Yeah.
They were just bothered, yeah.
And then they just left, bro, and the cops came, but they didn't find him, I don't think. They have him on video, I think. But and then the guy came up to me, and the Chuck and everyone, they were just like, dude, this never happens. Like, I can't believe this happened. I was like, yeah, right, bro. Of course, leave it up to when the gringo's here.
Yeah. Actually, I think what happened is like that happened once with you, and then it happened again. Like a few weeks or within the same month.
Oh.
So they had to stop doing sessions.
Okay.
Or they started doing like a brunch sessions, and they will have a cop there the whole time.
Wow.
and so they stopped doing shows
Oh wow.
because of that. Because I think they had like twice or even three times
Wow.
the same scenario. So it's fun. It's a shame because they it was one of the spots to go listen to. They
Like one,
used to have
yeah.
like an actual indoor jazz section next door, but they ended up renting the spot, which is
Okay.
also a shame, because it was one of the spots. Actually, I saw Mike Stern play there.
Oh, what?
Yes, yeah, not
Wow.
not 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 where you play, but next
Next
door.
door?
It used to be, yeah, yeah. They I think he brought his drummer and him, and then they just had a bass player. They found a bass player, and he just did a trio thing,
Okay.
and it was great, man.
Wow, that's
It was
crazy. Mike's turn there? That's nuts.
yeah, man, yeah. He's it used to be like the malls of Mexico City,
Right.
you know.
Okay. Okay, I can see
Yeah,
that.
you see how his malls is like out of nowhere,
Yeah.
and it's like this very very, very
Dude, what
small
about
place.
Adrian in the Pizza Jazz Cafe?
Oh, that's another. No, they I think they barely start doing. Uh, they started doing.
Like little shows? Because I think I
Yeah,
I
it's
think I
like,
see them
yeah.
sometimes on Instagram, like because I follow him, so I see like little sets that they do sometimes. But I couldn't
Uh
tell if
huh.
they were like live or if they were back in the day or if they were happening still or what, you know. I just remember that place was sick, dude. That was like a total like dive bar. It's not even a bar really. It's just a pizza joint, but like just the whole vibe there was sick. And I remember when I was there, Galad Hexelman was in town.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I went and saw Galad play with Jonathan Pinson, and it was like right when Jonathan was starting to get like a lot of like prestige, sort of like he was playing with Galad Pinson and this bass player. I can't remember his name, but we went to this like
Okay.
university and watched them play, and I got to
Okay.
meet, and I like said what up, and then I think they went to Pizza Jazz Cafe like later that night, and I was about to
Mhm.
go. It was when I was there by myself, and I was about to go
Mhm.
that night, but wherever I was staying, it was kind of a far like ride, like Uber
Mhm.
ride. So like I was
Mhm.
so close to going, and then I didn't go, and then I found out that Claude Hexelman showed up that night, and I was so mad.
Oh wow.
I was so mad, dude. Because it
So
was
so wait. Uh huh.
it was at
Go ahead. Go
pizza. It
ahead.
was at Pizza Jazz Cafe is where it was though.
Okay. Okay.
So that place is cool, man.
Yeah, there is some people that have had play there. Did we play there or not? We did,
No,
right? We
we
did
played there,
play.
I think. Yeah, because that's why I remember going there was with you.
Yeah, but yeah, we played with Omar and Matt, right? With the full guys,
I
with
think
all the guys
so.
or
Yeah, I
no?
think it was like the juice box thing because I remember setting up uh in the corner, and I remember Matt was there. You were there. It had to have been that. I
Yeah,
mean, that was the only time. Yeah,
yeah. I think it was only one show that
and their
had.
pizza was bomb. It was so good. But that, and then I bought the shirt because I
Yeah.
still have my shirt. I remember I bought a shirt there. Jazz do it. It's the best slogan ever. Hilarious. But yeah, man, that I remember that trip. Mexico City's wild, dude. It's cool. Oh man. Well, I'm glad we did
Well,
this
man.
finally, bro.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, let's get together. Let's get the guys together and let's do a session over there, man.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to plan it so that way it'll work out well. Are you gonna come kind of whenever, like, or do you have plans to come back to the U.S. or just
Whenever,
whenever? Okay.
whenever, whenever, whenever. I was in Santa Monica like 2 months ago,
Oh,
and I was
okay.
there for a full month. But I was working at I'm doing the orchestration and arranging of a film by Dan Murvish, along
Okay.
with Luis Guerra. So every time I go over there is to go work on
Do
that
that stuff.
thing, and
Okay.
we're in the studio all day.
Yeah.
And right now we don't know what's going to happen. They barely we were supposed to finish everything in September, but
Oh.
they barely give a green light to the rest of the actors to work again
Uh-huh.
on set. That is on set. I guess the agents of every single actor, because it's some Hollywood actors in there. Some SNL actors are in there, and some other uh, Hollywood actors are in on the film. It's about Watergate. It's,
Okay.
it's called 18 and it's called 18 and a half. It's about the
Oh.
18 and a half minutes of tape missing of the Watergate
Oh.
recordings with Nixon
Okay.
at the Watergate Hotel.
Okay.
So that's, they barely send Luis Guerra, the one of the first full length complete film. Complete. I mean, I'm assuming it's a bunch of shit that is not there yet,
Uh-huh.
but but uh, but yeah. So we don't know. Hopefully in January we record the chamber ensemble, because it's gonna be a chamber ensemble. Since the music is between, I'm sorry, the film takes place during the Nixon administration. That's 69 to 74, 75.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's their 74. I'm sorry,
Okay.
69 to 74. So most film, is chamber
Oh,
music
I
ish.
see what you're saying.
You
Okay.
know, it's kind of like you know like Enter the Dragon and all those films with Clint Eastwood
Okay,
during
I
those
see.
times. The music is usually just chamber music.
Okay.
So
Nice, dude. That sounds
so
cool.
yeah, it is cool. The cool thing is that it's a small ensemble. So it's not that I'm not gonna have a full orchestra in there.
Right.
It's probably gonna be like 10 string players and then some woodwinds, brass. It's heavy brass. During that time, it's heavy brass. Remember, it's a lot of very very cinematic chamber music writing, and then you have like psychedelic music,
Mm.
during that time,
Okay.
So we'll see. We'll see how that works,
Because I
as far as the
remember
record.
I remember
Uh-huh.
you doing like a score. I remember just seeing you on your computer when you were here, and you were
Hmm.
doing like It was the first time I had seen like Sibelius and Pro Tools at one. Like they were like linked up or something. And you
Yeah,
were
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
you
So
had
what?
like the video going, and I was like, whoa, what the hell? But you were like scoring
Yeah,
for it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a shit show to do it on the laptop. So the best way to do it is have your laptop and then have an iPad.
Oh,
So you have the image of they linked,
yeah.
and so they send you a very lo-fi uh, uh, picture
Hmm.
of the
Like the
scene or
video.
whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, the video, but very lo-fi, and then you just open it up, open video, and then they linked.
Wow.
So on the bottom you have you can sequence your Pro Tools stuff,
Okay.
and then so you have your score and values. Let's say your laptop is score values, on the bottom Pro Tools,
Uh huh.
and then on your iPad you have the image.
Okay.
Yeah, so or you can hit either way, but they link up very well, man.
Yeah, because it's Avid. They're both. It's the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. It's basically in. So you can, if you transfer MIDI back and forward, is perfect link.
Wow, that's
Perfect
cool.
link. It's very cool.
Yeah, that's tight. I remember getting tripped out. I
Yeah,
was like,
man.
wow, that's how they do that. That's really cool how that works together.
Yeah, man.
Because you're basically just scoring it as you're watching the video, and you can see it link up.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's tight.
yeah, man.
It's
Yeah.
sick.
Hey, man. I have to let you go because
Do your thing,
I
bro.
have a class. I have a class in like 30 minutes, and I
Okay.
have like 30 minutes to eat.
Okay,
30
yeah.
minutes to eat something.
Do your thing. Get some coffee,
Hey,
eat,
man.
relax.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I'm glad we did this,
And
man. We'll do this again whenever you want.
yeah, let's do in a couple of weeks or something like that.
Okay, yeah,
When,
I'm
when I'm
starting to
not so
do.
stressed.
I'm starting to get like this whole podcast thing going along with the concerts. So my plan is to eventually, like, you know, like if you were whenever you come, like we'll do a podcast beforehand and then kind of advertise for the concert or whatever, and just.
Perfect.
So I'm getting better
Let's
at
do
it. I'm just trying to get more dialed.
Yeah, man.
So.
You have to teach me how you do it on Twitch.
Okay, yeah, I can show you, man. It's easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have OBS
awesome,
too? I'm doing it through this program OBS. Anyways, I'll explain to you.
Okay, man.
All right, man.
Louis,
well, I'm glad we did this, bro.
Thank you so much, man. Yeah, man. Say hi to your girl and to your family, and hope to see you super soon. Okay?
Cool, man. All right, bro. I love you, dude. Hopefully I see you soon,
I love you too, man. I love you too, buddy.
Later,
Say
bro.
hi to Omar and the guys.
Okay.
You too, man. Bye-bye.
See you, man.
See you, man.
All right, y'all. That was Adrian Terrazas Gonzalez, one of the homies, great musician. And we're stoked that he did the podcast with us. Number 2. So this is going to be all on YouTube. Slowly getting things more and more dialed. Check us out on Twitch. We have concerts every week. So today we got one featuring Grant. And if you're listening, share your friends. Say what up. Follow us. Follow me on Instagram or whatever. Say hi. And we appreciate you all. Later.